Hey everyone, Holofied Gaming here. We are back with some Gekishin Squadra. Now we've got early access to the patch notes. Thank you to the Content Creator Program for these early access information of July. Remember, the patch will drop in on the 7th, 6 a.m. UTC. Remember, time zones will vary. Please look up your own time zone. For me, it'll be 7 a.m. when the patch will drop, where we'll get the access to the first character and the season pass. I know people are frustrated with the season pass after the changes, so we'll see if they've done anything. I don't expect anything different with the anniversary coming up soon. I keep saying that the anniversary is after this season, but people keep saying I'm wrong, but we'll see. This season should end in August. Anniversary's in September, so unless they do like a half season, I don't know what they're going to be doing to catch up with the anniversary, because surely the anniversary is its own season. Like, they're not going to have anniversary as part 2 of a season. That'd be weird, right? Also, please go check out all the other content creators in the program. There's some wonderful content creators that will tell you much better details and go into much better, precise information than I am. They're much better at this game than I am, so please go check out other content creators in this program. There's so many wonderful content creators out there. So yeah, please go check them out. Anyway, let's go check out the details. But I'm going to leave the game music in the background so there's some audio. I know people are sick of it at this point, but hey, it's audio, right? I need to look into more stuff if I'm going to do stuff like this in the future. Okay, so you can see this is version patch 1.6 scheduled patch application July 7th at 6 a.m. UTC 2026. Buffs. Super Saiyan Son Goku. Kamehameha cooldown decreased to 11 seconds. Was 12 seconds. I don't know if Goku actually needs a buff, but it's only a second buff. It shouldn't be the worst. Piccolo. Skill 1 Light Grenade. A damage distance fall off decreased from 90 to 70%. Again, nice to see some Piccolo buffs. Krillin time! Let's go. We've got some Krillin time. Rush attack. Maximum range increased from 5 to 6.5 meters. Energy mine can no longer be destroyed by energy attacks. Time until the energy mine reacts to the enemy or secondary explosion increased to 0.4 from 0.6 seconds. I don't know if that's a buff or a nerf. I haven't really played Krillin, so I don't know if that... I don't want... It says it's a buff. And the no longer can be destroyed by energy attacks is also a buff, so I like that. Solar Flare, which is, in my opinion, his most frustrating move as a player against him, but good, I guess. Shrink field of view effect increased from 40 to 60%, which means, yeah, you'll be able to see less when you get hit by the Solar Flare, which is fair. Like, I would like to have seen a super attack increase, just because it's Krillin. And Krillin is one of the least played and the most losses out of everyone from previous weeks. So I was hoping that Krillin would get even more of a buff. Like, give him even more of... Just make him overpowered. Make him Krill it. Deborah. Passive Demon's Domain. AoE increased from 2.5 to 9.5 meters, so it starts the same, but the end passive is a lot higher. Again, Deborah is another character I don't know if it needs buffs that much. Actually really good as a counter to certain characters. I actually find Deborah actually really good against like God Vegeta and stuff like that. And any melee character, Deborah has a really good advantage over. So I don't know how many buffs he actually needs. He's actually decent in the right hands. He's going to be kind of... Anyway, let's continue. Doomray. Cooldown decreased from 11 to 9 seconds. Base HP recovery increased from 1.3, 1.4, 1.7 to 1.5, 1.7, 2.7. So, yeah, he has got a lot more HP recovery. He's going to heal in a lot. Darkness Spear. Okay, there's a big change here. Status effect applied to energy changed. Enemy, sorry, not energy. No vanishing step, movement speed down. Effective duration 30% for 2 seconds. So you'd not be able to move fast for 2 seconds. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that'll be a good combo for all the other moves because, you know, he builds up stacks to petrify you. And if you can't move that fast, you know, you're not going to get away from the petrification. Evil Flame. Status effect applied to enemy change from movement speed down to no vanishing step. So they've just swapped that effect, basically. Effect duration 2 seconds. So, yeah, you can now not move while Evil Flame is being applied. God of Destruction Topo. He's actually already decent, so buffs are good. I would take that. This should have been more pages of Krillin, but I'm biased. Passive. I won't be fighting for justice any longer. Martyr Destruction damage decreased from 40, 60 to 22, 30. Oh, this is a buff. When KO'd, Market Destruction will now remain until the timer expires, but damage effect will end. Okay, so if you apply it, you die, but they're going to take less damage. Okay, so that's going to be interesting. This is telling you that Topos die a lot, because if you die, yeah, I don't know. Destructive Flash. Market Destruction duration increased to 5 seconds. Again, this is to do with this effect, the passive effect. Market Destruction to 5 seconds. Skill duration decreased to 1 second, so you spin for less. Damage in field decreased to 0.7 seconds, so you spin for less, you deal more damage faster. Restore base HP to self effect after inflicting damage added. Okay, so he has a heal now with Tornado. Okay. So now, yeah, I think all of them are going to be under 5 seconds for the passive, right? Yeah. Tempered is now 5 seconds, so all of your market destructions by default are now 5 seconds each. Massive Sphere of Destruction. When enemies with market destruction are hit by explosion, the market destruction stats will no longer be consumed. Oh my god, that's actually insane. because you'd stack them up with the Mark of Destruction and then hit them with the super attack, deal a massive amount of damage, and then you'd have to build up the marks again. That's crazy. Son Gohan Kid, passive friendship boost. All defense up effect applied to self increased to 400, so he buffs himself up a little bit more, which is nice. Leave this to me. AO increased to 10 meters. That already was quite big, I feel like. Oh, well, it's only got up 1 meter. Yeah, it's only got 1 meter. Okay, that's not too bad. It's time for the nerfs. And full power Bojack isn't Bojacking it anymore with the Galactic Buster. Indicators during wind-up showing the explosion range is added, so you can see where the AoE is going to be for the Galactic Buster. Damage decreased from 540, 600, 720 to 485, 540, 650. I don't know if he needs a nerf. He's already kind of not that great. He's great, but I don't think he's I don't think he's nerf worthy. Maybe I'm just, again, please go check out all the other content creators that are probably doing a better job at this than me, but I personally do not feel like Full Power Bojack needed a nerf. Majin Buu Pure, aka Kid Buu. Noisy chest drumming, which is my favorite of his skills, I'm not going to lie. Attack AoE decreased from 4, 6, 10 to 4.5, 5.5, 8.5, so it's a lot smaller radius. Additional movement speed down effect from parts with an AoE decrease from 20, 30, 40 to 10, 15, 20%, so okay, that's like half the speed, right? Yeah, it's half the speed. Duration of lingering movement speed down effect after leaving AoE decreased from 1.5 to 1 second. Yeah, I think that's fair. I do feel like he needed a little bit more. I feel like he needed a little bit more. He's still going to be very overpowered in my opinion. Super attack the Earthbreaker, which Super Saiyan God Son Goku, Dragon Enhanced. Additional damage decreased from 900, 1000 to 1200. Decreased from 900, 1000, 1200 to 630, 700, 840. This is the skill he needed nerf. The Godfinger, I feel like, is frustrating on controller. I know on PC players, you're amazing. You can aim perfectly. You can do the best. You do everything. But on controller, I feel like, yeah, no, it's a pain in the bum. So I am happy with this nerf. Divine combo cards. Build up. All defense up gained increased from 15 to 22, so you get more defense, right? Necessary number of KOs assists required for defense increased to 5, so you need to kill more enemies, but you need to kill more enemies, so you'll build up slower, but what you build up will give more. Additional number of all defense up decreased from 15 to 10. You need to kill less enemies, you get more defense up, you also need less stacks. The killing takes a while, but to me it sounds a bit like a buff. It sounds like it hasn't changed really at all. Defensive step cooldown increased from 4 to 12, yeah. Defensive step was the most broken card in the game, so I understand why this has been severely nerfed. I don't know if the build-up is actually a full nerf. I'm going to have to wait until the actual people like Professor Topo and stuff like that cover this. Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. Instant transmission. Cooldown reduction after target enemy hero activates skill decrease from 20 to 15 seconds. Time between skill activation and start activation increase from 0.23 to 0.32. That should have been a little bit higher in my opinion. He can get away so easily. People talk about Bulma getting away, but I feel like Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku can get away way too easy. But that's just me. That should have been more nerfs. But I want to see how he is. Like, I've been telling a lot of people, his Kamehameha is broken because of the divine cards right now. The divine draws. We will see how he is at the start. If he's still overpowered, I feel like he should get another nerf in the next balance patch, which should be not long after this. But I'm happy they didn't gut him too much. I would have maybe nerfed his Kamehameha range a little bit. I don't think the damage might need a little bit nerf, but mainly the range. I feel like the range is insane. I would have nerfed the range a little bit, but that's just me. As someone who has gone up against him a lot, I hate his range more than I hate his damage. If you can, he can do all the damage in the world, but if you can find a way to dodge it easier, that'd be better. Now, a character I don't feel like needs a nerf. Like, okay, he's a very good character, but he feels balanced and fun. Super Vegito, Spirit Sword, damage decrease from 480, 540, 660 to 395, 440, 530. I guess because you really just wanted to put Spirit Sword is his best move. I just don't feel like he deserved the nerf. Like, he feels like one of their most balanced characters. Out of all the characters, Super Vegito actually feels balanced. So I don't feel like he deserved that nerf. But maybe, again, I could be 100% wrong. I don't play top games. I'm just a scrub player. But yeah, I feel like Spirit Sword didn't really need the nerf. Now, for the one that everyone wanted nerf, except for me, Bulma. Passive hover car, rate of which fuel replenishes per second outside of combat decrease from 12.5 to 8 seconds. You're gonna get away slower, which sucks. That's the whole point of the character, but sure. Capsule Shanta, cooldown increase from 6 to 10 seconds. Again, that's a fair nerf, and I do feel like the size of the capsule shelter could be nerfed as well, because it's currently, you can pop it on the tower and take a few shots at the enemy tower while they can't attack you. Again, that's a good strategy to do, and I know a lot of people hate that, but hey. And yeah, I personally would have decreased her, I would have nerfed her damage, because she does so much damage. I would have nerfed the capsule size, but I would have kept the fuel repellish, because you're supposed to be able to get away. That's the whole point of the character. You're supposed to be able, you are squishy. Bulma is squishy. Like, her whole point is to come in, annoy you, and then leave. I would have decreased, I would have kept that the same, I'm not gonna lie. Or at least maybe I would have taken it down to maybe 10 seconds. It does come back really fast. Well, I say that, but sometimes it feels like it's gonna take forever. But I would have taken that down to about 10 seconds, decrease damage, decrease the range of the capsule shelter. I would have built her more like an actual tank, but that's just me. I don't want my tanks and technicals to do too much damage. I want that to be all about the DPS. Tanks are supposed to be there to tank and annoy and keep the damage off the DPS. Technicals are supposed to support and do damage if they can. That's how I would look at it. That's just me. Adjustments. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, passive, fiendish tendencies, energy defense up to self added, so it has, okay. Maximum damage scaling of rush attacks increased from 100 to 125%. A gigantic stop, damage decrease from 405, 450, 540. 364, so he has slightly less damage overall with his gigantic stub. His rush attack has now gone up, so he does more damage with his base attacks as well. Divine combo cards, super snowball all attack up increase reduced. Why would you 45 to 25? Additional number of all attacks up increase. Okay, so you get less, kind of like the defense step, really, in a way, but you get less. Well, this is the opposite. Defense step you got more, but you get less attack, but you can have 8 stacks of it. So in theory, you're going to get more, right? Bosses spawning time adjusted from 180, 315, 420, 510, from 180. 300, so the second boss spawns faster, third boss spawns faster, and okay, so the bosses spawn a little faster now. Enemy NPC spawn conditions adjusted. Gekishin Burst. Gekishin Burst can no longer be activated when there's no allied Zeno in the enemy god destruction area, okay? Damage of Gekishin Burst, including when cancelled, adjusted. Interested to see what that means. Lowering the chip damage. Route indicators. The first enemy NPC of each team will encounter will now display on the route indicator for each lane at the start of battle. Okay, that's cool. Status effects. The steel attack status effect has been adjusted. The amount of attack power granted by the effect will no longer update even if the target power changes during the effect's duration. The effect will no longer end automatically if the target is KO'd while the effect is active. The friends list, the player list, and party friend features now combined into a single stream. Yes! That's good. Menu. The player list button has been removed in line with its party. Okay, that's fair. Custom battle. Spectator view improved. KO announcement adjusted. Player information adjusted and chaos defeats assist added to the UI. Spectators can now see HP values when missing HP is activated. That's good. Various control, because that'd be a bit weird. You're not playing, so why does the Divine card mean anything? Various control improvements. Role ranks will now only display when rank battle has been selected. I don't know, sure. Visual collection, player information screen added for viewing a chosen visual. I don't know what that means exactly. Is there anything that I got wrong? Is there anything that I talked about that you don't like? Is there anything that you would like to see? Would you like to see more buffs for Krillin? Perhaps Fat Boo buffs? I know he doesn't need it, but I love Fat Boo, so I would enjoy more Fat Boo buffs. Don't nerf, just buffs. Just buffs for Fat Boo. Just all the buffs, okay? Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment. What are you looking forward to with the next season of Gekishin Squadra? Are you looking forward to the new characters that have been announced? Are you excited? Subscribe, comment, and thank you again to everyone that's still watching right now. Again, please go check out some of the more skilled Gekishin Squadra content creators that are covering this information. I'm sure that they gonna completely disagree with 100% of what I said, especially like the Bulma stuff. Probably I'm gonna guess I've probably enraged so many people with that information, and probably the Deborah stuff as well. I probably frustrated people with Deborah. I'm happy he's getting buffed. I just don't feel he needs that many buffs. But hey, you know what? Make the king of the demon world better. Yeah, let's do that. Anyway, Piccolo, yeah, this has been a 20-minute video. I should really start wrapping this up. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, as I said, anyway, until next time, bye-bye.